Hello everyone, this is question 1 from 2022 statistics, and we've got a question on the binomial and the normal distribution. So it says George throws a ball at a target 15 times. Each time George throws the ball, the probability of the ball hitting the target is 0.48. Use a random variable x to represent the number of times that George hits the target in 15 throws. Find the probability of x equals 3 and the probability that x is greater than or equal to 5. So the first thing we need to say is we've got a binomial distribution, okay? So we have a binomial distribution, and we know that because we've got a fixed number of trials. The probability of the event happening is the same, it's 0.48. So what we've got is a binomial where the n is 15 and the probability is 0.48. So that's our distribution. Okay, then let's have a look. So first of all, the probability that x is equal to 3. That's nice and straightforward. That's going to be binomial PD. Now, when we put that into our calculator with binomial PD, we get 0.0197 to 3 significant figures. Okay, so that's our first one. Now, that's part 1. And then part 2. What have we got? The probability that x is greater than or equal to 5. Now again, depending on which calculator you're using, you can either enter that directly into your calculator if you're using a graphical calculator, and you can select the right hand tail, or if you're using a conventional calculator, it's going to be the same as 1 minus the probability of x is less than or equal to 4. Okay, so greater than or equal to 5 is the same as 1 minus less than or equal to 4. And if we work out the probability of 1 minus less than or equal to 4, oops, go to the right bit, that's going to give us 1 minus 0.079, and that turns out to be 0.920 to 3 significant figures. So that's part A of the question done there. Okay, now part B. George now throws the ball at the target 250 times. Use a normal approximation to calculate the probability that you'll hit the target more than 110 times. So we're using a normal distribution now to approximate a binomial, okay? So let's say, now you may remember that what we have is in the normal distribution, we have something is distributed with a mean and standard deviation squared. And our mean is given by n times by p. Now we can use a normal to approximate a binomial when n is large, which it is in this case, 250, and the probability is close to 0.5, which again it is in this case because we've got 0.48. Okay, so our mean is going to be approximately 250 times by 0.48, which is going to be 120, and our standard deviation is given by the square root of n times by p times by 1 minus p. Okay, so that's how we work out our standard deviation. So that's going to be the square root of n, which is going to be 250, times by p, which is 0.48, times by 1 minus p, which is 1 minus 0.48. Okay, so we work that out, and that gives us that the standard deviation is equal to the square root of 62.4. So therefore we've now got our normal approximation, okay? So I'm just going to call it G for George, normally distributed with a mean of 120 and a standard deviation of the square root of 62.4. So we've got our distribution there now. Now, because of the fact that we're going from a binomial distribution to a normal distribution, we need to apply a continuity correction, because we're going from a discrete to a continuous distribution. Now in the binomial, basically you could only do it 110 times. But when we're using a normal approximation, we need to think about the upper and lower bound. So we need to think about 109.5, and we need to go all the way up to 110.5. And we need to think about which one of these is going to be appropriate for us to use. And because we want greater than 110, we need to basically start off by excluding everything that's got anything to do with 110. So we need to basically get rid of anything that could get rounded down to 110. So if we are in the binomial and we want the probability in the binomial that x is greater than 110, then in our normal approximation, which I've called G, we're going to be looking for greater than 110.5. And remember that in the normal distribution, the greater than and greater than or equal to symbol, they don't have any significance. So if we want greater than 110, then we need greater than 110.5 in the normal distribution. Okay, let's have a look at how we're going to put that into our calculators. So we're going to go across to the normal distribution. It's going to be normal CD. The lower I'm going to put in as 110.5. The upper I'm just going to put in as a really big number. My standard deviation is the square root of 62.4. Okay, and my mean is 120. So I put all that in and I get my value there is going to be 0.885, okay, which is our answer. So 0.885 is the answer. So quite a nice question there to start to this paper. Remember, if you're finding these videos helpful, if you could remember to subscribe to the channel, that's going to help me to keep growing the channel and produce more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.